What is up, YouTube? Coach Leo here. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys and sharing with you guys how to master Sylas jungle. So Sylas has been a recent pick of mine. You know, it's been really fun learning Sylas, and Sylas actually has a really high pick rate, which I did not realize. If I look at, E West, I feel like a gold, he has like, one of the highest pick rates along with Viego. If we go to like Emerald Plus, I think he's like the most popular champ. So we're going to just be showing you guys, I'm going to be giving you guys a Sylas guide and exactly how to dominate your games as Sylas. Recently on my Diamond 1 Smurf, I've been learning Sylas, and these lobbies are actually higher than Diamond 1 as well. Versing a challenger Rengar and, taking him down. So let's just quickly, before we get into the game, let's go through some Sylas identity. And so speaking on a few strengths of Sylas, so Sylas is really good at skirmishing, especially early game. So this is going to be something that you're really going to, I'm going to share with you guys how to do. Really strong at snowballing. So obviously hand in hand. Like Sylas, honestly, you kind of want to turn your fundamentals off. You kind of want to turn your brain off to an extent and just really rely on your mechanics and fighting. Reward skill expression, like I just said. The better mechanics you have, the better you are than your opponents. Sylas really rewards that. Thrives in chaos. So he loves the game to be chaotic. I think this is why Sylas is such a popular pick. Because when games are chaotic, especially, around Platinum, Gold, Platinum, Emerald, and so he's really good in those games. He actually has pretty good scaling depending on what ults he has. So, if you have like Malphite ult, if you have like Alistar ult, his scaling is insane. And so overall, he's just like a 1v9 machine. Talking about some weaknesses out. So, not many, but his early clear is kind of weak. That's why sometimes you'll see, 3 red side camp base kind of clears a Sylas. If you have like not very useful ults in the game, it could mean that you become kind of useless as well, especially in the late game. He doesn't really like slow games because he doesn't necessarily have like, his clear isn't bad, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have like a super hard farming kind of clear. His abilities are really made for skirmishing. And a weakness is if you have Unk mechanics. If you have Unk mechanics, I'm sorry. I mean, this champion is not too hard if I can play him. I kind of have Unk mechanics, but he does really reward, like I just said. Turn your brain off, turn your mechanics on, fight, and outplay your enemies. So that's what I'm really going to be trying to show you guys, how to maximize this idea of just fighting and skirmishing and snowballing. Before we get into the rest of this guide, I want to talk quickly about the Jungle Academy, guys. This is a program that if you are learning jungle or if you're looking to climb, I believe that this is one of the best resources on the internet for that. So just to highlight some of the things in the academy, we have in-depth champion guides. We have the fundamental videos, just a bunch of resources, as well as you'll have the Discord access, where we're answering some of your questions, daily coaching sessions, bunch of challenger jungle coaches. You just sign up here, you enter the coaching room, we'll review your VODs, and really just overall a strong sense of community. We have over 1,000 members in the Discord, in the Academy. And if you want to see proven results like everyone else in the Academy, click the link in the description below. And yeah, happy jungle gapping. So as far as like runes and items go, okay, so let's talk about some runes and items real quick. So the runes are always going to be the same. Like you can always just take these runes that you're seeing on the screen right now. Nothing will change. You'll always start E pretty much every game, and you'll always max W and then E. So it's just W max, then E, then Q. As far as builds go, okay, so builds, you can actually do Protobelt into Riftmaker, into either Zhonya's, Banshees, or Deathcap, pretty much every single game. You'll always try and look Dark. Like Dark Seal is a non-negotiable. You'll always build Dark Seal. It's just the most broken item for snowballing, pretty much for any AP jungler. So you'll always build this. And then as far as boots go, so some games you'll go either Ionia boots, so CDR boots, or you'll go the Sork boots, depending on how much AP or AD you have in your team. So if you're like, for example, in this game, I don't have really any other AP champs on my team. Sork boots is really good. In this game, I don't really have any other AP champs on my team except for the Morgana. So Sork boots is good. However, in some games you'll build like Ionia boots. So maybe in this game, I definitely should have built CDR boots in this game because I have so much other AP on the bot side. So yeah, CDR boots if you have a lot of AP on your team. Magic Pen boots if you have not much AP on your team. And then sometimes you will just build Void Stuff. So for example, in this game, I did build Void Stuff after these 3 items because I had, some AP champs on my team and the enemy were starting to build some MR items. So as far as that goes, yeah, that's all the runes and the items that you need to play Sylas. Okay, guys, so before we get into the gameplay, I want to quickly go over some clears and some combos that you need to kind of know as Sylas. So as Sylas, you have like 3 major clears you can do. You can do Raptor start into Krugs, red, and then clear up and, you know, clear back. Normal level 5 clear. Obviously, this is not really what you want to be doing as Sylas because, again, your level 3, your skirmish, your gank, your snowballing ability is really, really OP. So the most typical clear you'll probably see, or you'll probably do, is you'll just do like Raptors red into Krugs, into base, into buy Dark Seal, and then run out to the top side. And what makes this really good is obviously Dark Seal is just an extremely OP item. This is just going to boost your early game snowballing even more. So this is the most typical clear, just doing your 3 red side camps, basing, and then running out to the top side. You can keep clearing, right? You don't have to immediately gank. You don't have to force ganks. And then lastly is just like starting a buff and full clearing. So his starting buff and full clear is actually pretty good. It's just that you are very, very unhealthy. And like I said before, you're not really looking to just like full clear and be off the map for so long. However, I will still go over all these 3 clears and kind of what you need to know about them. So let's just start with like clearing from blue and full clearing down. Okay, so you'll start E. At 126 in-game time, you will cast your E and you'll throw it from max range as the blue spawns. And so this is just because you want to put that ability, as you press it, right, it's going to go off cooldown. And you want to be pressing that, you know, to get it off cooldown as soon as you can. So, you know, clearing like any jungler, you want to pull the camp towards the next camp. And so, you know, you'll see this clear is like, it's still pretty quick. It's not like the greatest thing in the world. Yeah, Sylas is not like a perfect champion. But yeah, let's just showcase the clear. So then you're going to leave that one, go a little bit lower. You're going to level Q. And we just keep clearing. Again, always just pulling camps to the next camp. As you can see here, if you pull it too far, that's not what you want. So as you can see, the attack speed on your passive kind of increases your attack speed, right? It doesn't really matter too much, honestly, like using your abilities. It's not like a Riven Q. Like you can EE and then just auto attack twice. It doesn't really matter too much. Nothing to really overthink. Just make sure you actually land your E on the big one, not the small ones, because as you can see, it dies. So here is an important transition when you start blue in particular. Like you don't want to use your E here, right? You want to let this burn down a little bit. Auto it one last time. Maybe you need one more, and then you want to make sure you do this. And then you're just trying to land again your Q on all the camps. You're going to just pull it back. And again, this next Q is going to fire on the next camp. And we're just using all our abilities. Again, pulling it to the next camp, which is going to be Krugs. In this case, you're going to pull it towards this bush here. So then you can just smite it. And then you will auto once, E through the wall. Just like that. So you can see, like, I'm at 306 here. I know I've used 2 smites. But what a good thing you can do here is, like, as you can see, I'm unhealthy, right? I'm unhealthy. And that's the biggest kind of, you know, weakness of Sylas jungle is that you're kind of half HP here. You are on time for Scuttle. I think you could potentially hold Smite on red, right? And you can still probably make it on time. But yeah, this is just the clearing the buff down. You could even just base here and then base insta. But now let's show, you know, the most typical clear that you will do, which is just Raptor start. And it's kind of the same thing here, right? Where you'll want to, you can start in the pit or you can like E over the wall. Usually what I like to do is like guard here, right? And then you'll just like kind of run over here. You'll run towards the Raptors. You'll press E again at 126 in the in-game timer. And then you will just E over the wall at 30 when it spawns. And like I said, this is kind of the best clear. If you want to play Sylas jungle, this is what most people you'll see are doing, what most good players are doing. They're just going to start the Raptors. And then here you kind of want to auto the small one just once, just so the big one stays alive so the rest of them burn. Sometimes you can use your E to cancel the buff's auto attack animation. That's another thing that you can do. But here again, you can just kind of pull it towards this wall here. Auto it last time, E over the wall, and it should burn down. If it doesn't burn down, you can just walk back and go and auto attack it. And mind you, when you do this clear as well, right, you can see that, you know, you're getting pretty low here. You shouldn't die. You shouldn't. But this is also where you should not start a pot. So then you'll just base here, right? See, I'm basing it like 124. So it's not too bad. You can still actually do the top side camps. I know it says Scuttle spawning here, but that's incorrect. So then you'll just buy like a Dark Seal, and then you'll immediately just sprint out, save your pot. Now you're full HP with a Dark Seal. You're kind of ready to go in the map. And this is most likely what I will show you guys in the gameplay part of this video. But like I said, here you can just now clear all your top side camps, E over this wall. It doesn't really matter what, you know, form you do it. It doesn't need to be like wolves into Gromp into blue. Sylas jungle again, guys. You're really looking for opportunities, which is something I'm going to be showing you guys. One little transition here though, like, you know, just make sure you always use Q to like pull the next camp ahead of time. And here's an interesting situation actually, especially when you do these two camps, is like you want to pull this camp, right? And now this one's getting low, but then you just use your passive to kind of like kill it slowly as you come back to this circle, and then you keep the grump up. So you can see here, right? I can do red side camps. I don't have an extra smite here, but I am still kind of on time here as well for, you know, this fight or this skirmish. And this is sometimes what you can do, right? If the enemy jungler is pathing towards top, you can still do this base. You could buy a pot here if you want as well, if you were looking to fight. You could buy a pot, you could buy a pink, and then you should be on the top side with a Dark Seal, and you can actually 1v1 most junglers, especially if you get the jump with the Conqueror. And yeah, so last clear we'll just do, which is just Raptor start. So this is like a clear that I wouldn't really recommend, but you can do it. I still think it's pretty okay, especially in a game that's going to be a little bit slower. And that is obviously just Raptors, Krugs, red, and then just like a normal clear to the top side. So we'll showcase that one real quick. So again, at 126, you're casting your E. You're making sure it's kind of like max range, and we throw it. The reason why you kind of want the E to be max range is just so the ability, as it's flying through the air, is giving enough time for, you know, the E to, or the camp to spawn. So exact same thing here. Auto the small one here, just to keep the big one alive, as the big one will make it so the other ones keep burning down. And I think this clear is also slower than the others. So again, I wouldn't recommend it, but it is an option. It is an option what you can do. And just like any other clear, guys, you want to pull the camp towards the next camp. Very, very important as jungle. And here you want to try and pull this camp out here. So you can E and hit all three, which I did not, but you're trying to make sure you're able to E to the red here. Kind of important to speed up the clear. If you're going to do that transition, I would say that this clear is very bad. So like I said, yeah, you can use your E to kind of, then you'll smite this one. Yeah, you can use your E to kind of interrupt the camp's attack. Here, you'll just EE over the wall. And like I said, it doesn't really matter if you use W first, if you use Q first. You don't need to overthink it too much. I will show you some combos in a second. Q over here, E over the wall. Use all our abilities. And then last transition here again. I always like to just pull this here. So I'm in range to Q the next camp. Keep hitting this camp. And then we just use our passive to kind of passively kill the blue buff as we kill this. So in this kind of clear, right? Obviously, if you thought the enemy jungle was pathing towards bot, you could just scuttle and to go back to your Raptors like a usual clear. But you actually can just base here as well. Like you can insta base here. As you can see again, clears. Okay, I don't know. I'm not basing. This is interesting. What's happening? You can base here and then you can actually just like instantly base here, run to the bot side, or, you know, depending on where you think the enemy jungle is, you can either avoid them. But yeah, you don't need to be too worried about, you know, forcing something early. You know, obviously, depending on the game, some games you would want to just start blue, maybe just path towards the strong bot side. Maybe you want to start red side, and then maybe you could look for level 3 gank bot or just base. So these are some options that you're going to have as Sylas. And so lastly, just in terms of like mechanics, you know, maybe some gank execution stuff like that. I'll just quickly turn the minions off for this. But the most important thing when you go for like a gank as Sylas, right, is that you don't immediately, like if I don't need to use E here, for example. So like maybe this enemy is over here, right? And I'm coming in for a bot gank. The most important thing is that you don't just like try and land your E straight away. So just like any other champ, you want to really hold your abilities and make sure the enemy is forced to kind of use their ability. So you want to run in here, you want to cut them off. And sometimes you'll just press W and then you'll press E, then you'll actually W first in the gank. And that'll generally make the enemy either use their flash or either use their gap closer. So yeah, the gank should look something like this, right? You run in, you press E, you don't use anything, you press W, they'll maybe flash to here, and then you will use E2 right now, and then you just want to Q right on your E2, because as they're knocked up, that's when you can land your spell. And that's another big mechanic of Sylas that you want to kind of have down, which is just EEQ. Like that's going to be usually your combo to like kill people, is just going to be this. Instantly press Q, and then AA, like that. That's your combo. Just one more time. EEQ, Q, AW, A. That's your combo. Sometimes you will do like an execution combo, which can just be like, this used to be an old combo. This is not really used anymore, but you can kind of EW. Since you max W as Sylas jungle, you kind of, I mean, you can use it early in your combo. Obviously, I don't think this matters too much again. I think just the main thing is E into instant Q as they're knocked up. And the hitbox on the Q is pretty forgiving, so you'll always be able to proc it. And aside from that, I think that's the most important thing. Let's get into a game. Let's get into some gameplay, and I'll show you guys how we destroy the game as Sylas jungle. Alrighty guys, so as we load into this new game, as you guys can see, it is a diamond MMR game. You know, maybe high diamond / low master. And, you know, first thing we got to think about is, you know, where can we get a kill? So something that's really, really important for Sylas is that you are very, very opportunistic. Which path are we going to choose this game? We're going to choose the red side clear into base into Dark Seal. This is the path I want to show you guys the most. And yeah, as we play this game and I make this video, guys, everything, you know, I usually make videos about fundamentals. I usually make videos about all the macro stuff, you know, in your mind. And I'm just going to let you guys know that Sylas is a champion where you kind of just turn your brain off and you turn your mechanics on. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You might be seeing some Unk mechanics as well in this game. My Sylas, you know, I mean, it's pretty clean most of the time anyway, but yeah. All right, so this guy's warding my blue. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like maybe he's going to cheese me maybe a little bit. So I'm just going to go over here and ward my opposite buff. I don't want any cheeserinos to happen to me. So I'm just going to play it safe. We just go in here, we ward this, we go back, we start our Raptors. He will know we start Raptors, but that is okay. And as I said, where can we get a kill? We're going to be, I mean, anywhere is potential, right? Like, you want to keep your options open. It is going to be a lot about bowling this game though, however. So as we wait for 126, we pop the E and we throw it. Top lane is, you know, a lane where I can still get a kill there, honestly. It's just, you know, it just depends on what is happening. Again, you order the small one here just to make sure that the big one stays alive. So all of the others die. We do a little camera panning. We hope Trundle's not in this bush. Doing some cheese. We pull this a little bit back here. My E is actually coming up. Right here. Make sure we land all our abilities. We keep looking at top. You know, maybe. I mean, this is getting pretty spicy here. And so I know for sure that I can be before Trundle here. So, you know, this has potential to look. However, Kled is like notorious. Absolutely notorious for like being a 1v2 machine. However, he's like literally 1 HP. So, you know, keep your options open, okay? Keep your options open. I'm going to press target champs only here. I'm going to make sure he dismounts first and save my W. That actually would have been bad if I didn't save my W there, by the way. Champ is just notorious for just killing you as you gank him. Okay, so this is a great start. This is perfect. Trundle is not on my blue. And we know that. We're going to buy up really quick. We're not going to buy that. We're going to buy this. We're going to buy Sweeper. And we're going to E out of base. And yeah, we don't have any information on Trundle, which is completely fine. Right here, I really want to make sure to check. I would usually like to just do wolves here, but I think I want to really check my blue. Just because I showed top. Like, Trundle may have an option there. And also, you know, get me a little bit closer to the bot side. Okay, so this is a situation where he's going to be level 4 on bot side, and I think he is just piling to bot. So I'm just going to ping him here. My bot lane smurfs it, gets a kill. That's great. And even though... yeah, there he is. So I ping my bot lane. So as you can see, right, you don't have to be completely getting consumed by the chaos of the game. Let's see what Trundle does here. Looks like he just wants to base. So we can just take double scuttle here into our Raptors, which is super smooth of a transition. And then maybe we can like cross gank mid, but yeah, that's Poppy there. And Trundle wants to go for the top scuttle. Okay, Poppy's bot side now. Like, I wouldn't mind going for this, but Trundle is coming here right now, and I have no smite. So I'm going to just cross like this, but I'm not actually going to go in. If I had smite there, I would contest it. Trundle is like an OP 1v1 champ. And I also don't see Ari for like a very long time, so I'm gonna play it a little bit safe. Yeah, he actually was going there. Very lucky. Okay, Kiana is gonna go bot side, so I'm definitely not gonna contest the top skill anymore. I'm just gonna ping it. Ping Trundles there. Take my Krugs here, and then we're gonna look to either base or kind of base somewhere close to top, because you know, you always want to try and like base in a good location, as in instead of like basing my Krugs here, like I could potentially base behind my Teemo. You know, it's kind of unlikely that Trundle's gonna gank this, but he's playing really safe. Okay, we'll base here. If he was playing, if it was a little more volatile, I could potentially go there. So we just quickly buy up. This item is really, really OP early, this alternator. So we buy this. And we go again. We got it on the bot side. So if we're tracking Trundle right now, he should be around about here. If he cleared, just clearing down, he should be about to get to Raptors. So I can't really be involved in that mid play. So I'll just E over this wall to the wolf camp. And we're checking chat here, right? So Ari used flash, Poppy. I didn't see any Xayah flashes. But we have spare time here. The bot lane right here is actually bouncing. So this looks like a really good gank opportunity. I'm gonna let my rel just like face check, and I want to pretend like I'm not here, because Poppy might be in here right now. Yeah, cool. So now we walk next bush, no ward. We really want them to just bait this. So like, okay, now it looks good. So again, I'm gonna press E. I'm gonna hold E, W. Kind of messed up my E, but it's okay. That's the reason why you want to hold your E, even though I still missed. Is because they might flash, and you want to be ready for it. And now I think Trundle is somewhere around here. I'm watching mid now. I'm watching this. Again, my camp's not very, you know, cycled and stuff like that. This is something you're going to probably experience when you play Sylas. Because, you know, you're going to be running around the map. You're going to be getting kills. You know, you're a kill farmer. Turn your brain off. Turn your mechanics on is honestly my best advice. I can't do Drake here. My Teemo is smurfing. I hope this game is not too easy, honestly, because it won't make for a great video. I'll try and not show here. I think I did though. Which is fine. We go back to the Raptor camp here, and then that little scuttle is spawning here, which I want. I want it. So if I want it, I'm gonna ping assistance. I'm not 6 yet. Trundle probably eats my ass right now, if I'm going to be completely... So I'm holding E here, right? I really want to make sure, like, that I'm not just using E, because I may need it to escape. Now I can use E. Does this look good? I don't think it does. Oh. Never mind. It looks good. Trundle is right here. I'm going to ping on the way. So here I might just have to use E, right? I might have to use E early, so then we can just maybe take the flash. I think I'm just trading 1-for-1 here, unfortunately. I get executed, which is not too bad, but that was not worth. I should just take flash. That's okay. We think about what's next. We always think what's next. And we think here that Trundle is... Okay, Trundle's showing top. Okay. I'm just going to buy up here as much as we can. Watch what this Trundle's going to do next. The grubs are spawning. I do kind of want to take them. Important ults this game, right? This is something I didn't talk about in this game yet, but important ults like Ari ult is really good. Trundle ult is not bad, honestly. But yeah, the ults this game aren't that... It's not that insane. So Ari has moved from mid here, so I'm not really actually going to like overly force anything. I'm just going to farm. Because Ari has moved to this, so... We'll just adapt to our team. So even though you do want to be quite active, right? You don't want to just be completely brain off, you know? You want to still be respecting roams and whatnot. And now they're just not on it for a very long time, which makes me kind of feel like what's going on. I want to eat over this blind. We'll just go for it. Ari's coming now. Okay, that's fine. The Kiana not really wanting to, you know, play on any side that I'm on. Which again is fine. It's something we have to adapt to. The Trundle is 1 HP and my support is here. So this is information that I just want to use to my advantage. Try and not show crossing mid here. Try and just E over the wall here to get the Raptors. Have a position here where we can fight on the bot side. All camps up, so I'm pretty sure he's basing now, and then he'll appear here any second. I'm almost certain of it. Make sure to pull it in this bush here. We have really good vision on the bot side, but yeah, here we go. They might be making a play, so honestly, just want to take this and get out. There we go, scuttle. I mean, if my whole team wants to force the Drake here, I'm down. I'm not even sure what the enemies are. Okay, here we go. Now they're turning up. I think we just go on him. Okay, take the flash. That's good. I really want to take Ari's ult. Ideally, here. So we have item and base here. I'm not the biggest fan of doing things like this, but now I have recall. I'll just commit to it. You know, it's not a bad thing to do. Just have when you have item, just insta recall. All right, no flash Trundle. Let's see, can Kiana kill? She might honestly be in trouble here. No, she's not. Fight happening. We're trying to figure out like, is it good? Is it bad? I think this guy will get baited here. So if this guy can live, I can take his ult and then we can kill, maybe. Ult. His team is here now as well. Alright, Cled's OP. We want to look for more here, I think. Huge. Just had to use Protobelt to dodge the, Okay, wow. That's really good. The only thing I can die there at too is like the charm, right? So... And we can do maybe some stuff like this. No, I'm trolling. This is where, you know, this is where you gotta have some chaos in you. Not too much chaos. Honestly, I just, underestimate here. But honestly, not to cope for my death or anything, but this is something that you will want to do as Sylas. Not into Sylas, right? But you want to push limits. You want to know how much you can kind of get. You want to see how much damage you do. You want to really squeeze as much from the game as you can. So if I was coaching someone on Sylas here, I would honestly always encourage things like this. I would always encourage limit pushing, limit testing, and that kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm just going to run mid here, see what this guy does. There's a big wave, and my Kiana's not going to be able to get it, so we're just going to scoop it up. Oh my goodness. For real? I think I just missed like every CS here. Now, what to next? What to next? Trundle's just showed bot. Oh, wow, they're like 4 minute bot. Is it doomed here, though? It might be doomsday here. We might just have to trade. We might have to incorporate some level of fundamentals here. But here I just want to think like gold. Like, if Trundle goes for my blue side, I wouldn't mind killing him. Which he is going to. So I want to actually ping to fight. Like, generally, right, his whole blue side is up here. But we're so strong. We can fight here. He got... I showed as well on the wave. I really want to fight here. And I know this seems like I'm really, like, reacting. They actually get first tower here. It's really crazy. Let's see if my Kiana and I can work some magic here. Where's my Kiana going? Okay, we use that to dodge that. Oh, those are my feathers. Yeah, we can fight. Oh my goodness, okay. I don't know. Me and this Kiana have no synergy. I don't even know where she went at the start. That's fine, we got to kill. Let's chill. Now we actually just have some hard downtime, farm time. Where we just like full clear up. So yeah, it looks very, you know, this gameplay right now, like this is very odd for me. Even myself playing it, you know, I'm the fundamentals guy. It's very odd, but you know, what I have discovered playing Sylas is that the more you lead into just like playing for kills and just getting as much gold and XP as humanly possible, the better it is for you. Because that's just what he can do so well. He's just a killer. Okay, so you've got to play into that identity. You got to have that killer instinct in you, but there are going to be some times like this where you can just do some farming as you watch different situations. And things of that nature. Okay, Dragon in 30. I'm going to do Raptors here and then base. But just depends. There's occasions where I've stayed on a lot of gold. But in this occasion, I'm just going to base. I'll back me my team. I know that I can still be kind of on time. I'm a little bit late to this, but I'm still like on time. I'll just buy up here. Buy up this haunting, guys. Run straight to the bot side. Thinking about what ult I want to steal. This guy's probably dead. This is fine as well. I want to maybe catch this guy. Make sure to get it. Maybe we can make a play mid. So yeah, you see Drag is up here, right? Okay, now that we're spotted, I'm going to stop chasing. Yeah, I'm going to stop chasing. They should go for Rift. But I think we can fight Rift. So I'm actually going to ping like my Kiana, but I'll just see what she does. Ideally, I want to fight. Because I don't think they can do it that fast, like, because the Trundle was on bot side. Oh, Trundle's here, okay. Oh, Claire's here, though. I mean, we just got to keep peeling, right? Play really, really slow. Not much to do here. Can look for a crazy E, but most likely this is just nothing. They did a little good, a little quick one on us, but it was just a kill. We're actually going to just go back to farming here. Farm and then watch mid. I want to watch mid and see if they actually greed to try and go for this tower, because then it's just 4v4 mid and we can actually fight. As I said as well in the, you know, champ identity, like Sylas, you don't really need to feel like you're on some kind of clock, because his scaling is actually really good. That's one thing I really, really like about Sylas jungle. I don't feel like I'm just, you know, about to be outscaled. So I still have some time on this. So I would like to fight here in the top side. I would like to look for Trundle here. Or even Ari. She's really hard to kill though, obviously. So we just go for camps. And I just need to watch when my ult is running out. And now we're pinging this. And we want to also think about when we want to base here as well. Trundle on bot side. Looks like they're going to give this. Again, I'll see what my team does here. If like top is looking like we can just rift top because the enemy is making a mistake or my team is staying, I'll just rift top here. I wouldn't really care about my item too much. But we'll see what my team does. And now I'll no longer have my ult, my Trundle ult. It looks like we're just winning. Okay, Glenn's ulting. We'll have to watch the feathers. Yeah, we just play slow here. Teemo is coming, but we just go on Raptors. So you can see how I'm not like hard forcing, right? I'm not like super just fight. But if it's even numbers, and obviously I think that like we can win it, I'll fight it. But here I'm just gonna choose this. Take this opportunity to base and sync up with my Kiana. Is what I'd like to do. Insta base. Would like to get Ari ult. Ooh, I might actually... I really want Sork boots, but just because it's a good buy, I'll just build Ionia. And so there's action mid, so I'm just running straight to mid. Let's see what happens. So yeah, Jinx is dead. Oh, maybe not. Play slow. With like Ari ult. And we got it. Now, Kiana and I can do something bot side. But looks like he's going camps. Let's see what they do for mid tower. So, I mean, they're just like... Honestly, they're just like overloading on mid a lot. And we're getting push on the other sides. I just got to be careful here. They might try and invade. Now we should play. We should look for Scuttle here. We should look for Rift here. I don't know why we just keep rotating off of places. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it feels like the enemy are just constantly getting turns and we're not. Okay, I'm interested in this. And I'm interested in going bot. Here we go. Finally, an opportunity. An opportunity to shine. Oh, he is dead. Wow. Okay. We're just gonna play front to back here. There's that combo. Wow, my ult's got a reset. I can actually pop off here. So just rely on your mechanics here. Another reset on my ult. Maybe we can fight this. Oh my goodness, Unk mechanics. Coming in hot. Okay, my team went crazy. Oh my goodness, that was close. He nearly remounted. Alright, and the Rift. Where did the Rift Rod go? Oh, I didn't get summoned. Okay, kind of crazy. We just press B here. Nothing we can really take. Trundle's coming now. Yeah, we'll just base. And nice. I can buy my Seekers. I'm glad this game wasn't one-sided. It was looking a little one-sided. Can't always assume that the game is over. It'll be easy. And my team's not ready yet. So we just farm. Even though Drake is up here, even though everything is up here, we just farm. Man, I was not keeping track of my Ahri ults there. Let's see. This guy might like walk the wrong way.
Perhaps I'll take this one.
I want to see if they walk like through here bad way. I should be fine here. Yeah. This guy wanted to int to me. I would like Trundle. Yes. Oh, we still have Rift. But yeah, I think Drake is good here because it's kind of our win con. Whoops. We already have 2 Drakes, so may as well. May as well get all the objectives. Ahri's top, but she has TP. Zaya's mid, but she can't make it. Better let my team know I don't have smite. There's like predicting I should run with... Oh, we should just rift bot actually. I'm gonna rift bot and then look to kill the Kled if he's still here. But I need to be able to Trundle ult him. This is getting weird. This is getting weird for sure. I can't push bot anymore. I gotta use the rift for like pressure. I do have Trundle here though, so this guy can get absolutely like destroyed.
No more kings, no more queens, no more maids.
He's a bit too good. Their whole team could be here now. So we go slow. Oh, yeah. My ult ran out as well. Try and find a quick base here with Rel. This game is freaky, I can tell you that much. This game is freaky. Oh, we like that. We like the game to be a little bit like this. It's good for us. And we actually have one Drake from Soul. And this Soul is very nice for me. Specifically. With this E here, you gotta be really close to this wall. Quick little farming. And we should push, but we never push side. Eventually we need to break mid.
Time for the kings to bow.
Oh, this is really good. Trundle should die. And then we should be able to play around, slow around Jinx. Watch the feathers. Alright, that's it. Still have my stopwatch. Yep. We actually should Baron. We should do it. 100% we should do it. We can cheese her though. Is she really not coming to it? They must have a ward on it. Alright, we'll take a reset. I'm gonna give it one more, like, check. It's warded. It's getting a little freaky again. She might be going bot wave. I don't really need to base. Like, I could buy my full Zhonya's, but... Alright. We'll base now. We'll base now. Oh, our team is not basing. I'll still base. And I'll actually buy Magi's here. I just don't feel good about upgrading to Zhonya's right now, you know? Like, when I already have a Seekers, most likely I'll be able to get 2 off in that time, is the thought process anyway. A little bit of downtime here while we wait. I would like to get that top crowd, but... So in this team fight, like, we do have a lot of diving champs, but the thing is that their peel is like really, really insane. So unless we find like some really good angle, okay, nice. We got Scuttle. Just gotta chill now. No one's on the mid wave as per. Something's happening top side, but they have no Xayah, so this should be really, really good. We're just gonna sweep and then look for the exit frags here. Is he dead? Okay, it's getting weird. Nice. Oh, he still died. What? Alright. I don't know how he died. I wouldn't say this game, like, I have the best ults. I mean, Ariel is good. They're all kind of like B tier, I guess. But yeah. Soul, let's go. They're all still dead. Should be able to get both. I won't greed here for like the Raptors or anything like that. Just make sure we get the dub. Just like I said, the Magi's was a great purchase as we were able to get both. Oh, just sync up with my rail here, my Jinx. Like even here, like sometimes I'll buy like if I had like Death Cap there, you know what I mean? And then I just like use my Seekers later. Immediate uptime here. Not gonna have a chance to like farm any camps. I should immediately just run to like these towers and fight. Straight into their jungle, honestly here. Just look for them. Ah, he actually hit me with the charm. Unfortunate. Whoa, look how fast we are with the Cloud Soul. Keep throwing out some E's. Team is popping. Oh, my Zonius was a little bit bad. I thought the... Give me that ult. I'm gonna do something aggressive here, probably. Yeah, we should. I mean, we should try and get 2. Thank you. Where's that bot? Mid? Now maybe we can pop off. Okay, Ariel seems like I'm Thanos when I take Ariel. All right, cool. All right, teammate's just not even here. Then my support was kind of good at this game. I liked his engages a lot. Look at my Jinx's attack speed. Right, I guess we just end here. I'm literally I guess I'll just do this. Ari spawning in 2. And I saved the enemy jungle's life. So that's it, guys. You see the chaos. You know, you see the power of this champion. This game wasn't like the greatest game for it, honestly, but